So what is the theory?
Uh, uh, oh, I watched level 999 Villager, right?
Yeah, it's
Right.
999.
Uh,
Something like that.
yeah. Did you know
Yeah.
there's another
By
series
the
with level
way,
nine? Yeah, yeah, bring it up.
yeah, there is another series with 9,999. I don't know, I forget if we covered, but
I
it
don't think
is
I did.
also a series.
That's
Yeah.
the Gotcha series, the Revenge Gotcha series, level
Yes, yes,
9,999.
yes.
It's free. That series was. I guess I can compare them. But yeah, I watched level 999 Murabito. Yeah. And fun fact, I thought this was a different series that also featured a level 999 Murabito, but it's not.
This is such
So
a
I
fucked
got
up timeline.
so I got bamboozled 3 times in a row because I thought it was
You
one
love this
series,
timeline.
but it was a different series.
Yeah, it's great.
And yeah, so so it takes place in the world of, is it Hexaldria? Is it Hexaldria? But most people know it as Japan. I don't know how. Oh, I don't know how this works. It's I'll just this is a Shosetsu series from 2015, so it's kind of ancient. So you know back then it's kind of, you know how stories were back then. They're kind of pretty blackluster. So
Pretty like fan fiction adjacent.
yeah,
Or I mean, even a lot of them now are pretty fan fiction adjacent because it's like things are scraping. A lot of people are scraping the barrel now. That's the main thing.
yeah. So basically, they call it Hexaldria, but it's, as I said, formerly known as Japan, and I'm like, gee, why is it called that? And it's because now, for some reason, everyone has now a class and level, and it's like, okay, and like, what is it? 99% of all people in Hexaldria, aka Japan, are a villager class below level 10. But sometimes you get people with real classes like mage, warrior, monk, martial artist, and all that. But did you know that there's an even rarer trio of classes, and those are sage, hero, and the king class, I guess. Why is there a king class? I guess in Japan. Well,
It should be
uh,
Emperor, shouldn't it?
yeah, but I guess that's why it's no longer called Japan, because someone with the king class took it over, and like,
Wow.
we'll now call it Hexaldria. So yeah, I don't know. And so our main character is a Murabito, aka a villager, by the name of Kagami Koji, and he's somehow level 999. And that's unprecedented because, like I said earlier, the max level for a villager is 10, and they're too scared to fight monsters and whatnot. Whatever.
So is this is
Yes,
is this dungeon crawling mostly?
kinda. It's pretty RPG-esque. So, like, and
Okay.
then, so Koji's like fighting monsters because he wants to earn money. Because because fighting monsters is better than farming vegetables if you're level 999. And he makes it a point to show off his level all the time because, you know what? Why not? He's that type of protagonist. So yeah, he's wandering around town after clearing some quests, and then he sees the someone with a hero class, and the sage class. They're like, so there's Rex the hero, and he's like, oh, I'm Rex the hero. Who will come with me to defeat the Demon King? And then like some people show up, but he's like, oh no, no thanks, warrior guy who's level 82. You're too ugly and you're old, so I don't want you. I'll take and then I'll take this level 50 priestess girls because she's 16 years old. So you kind of see what kind of person he is. He just wants his hero harem, as is as is the norm for this types of story. And then I guess they explore a cave. They explore a cave to find the hero's sword to fight the Demon King. But lo and behold, Koji already explored that 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 uh that cave a long time ago, and he accidentally sold the sword because you know why not? He's trying to make money, and so it's that kind of story. What is it? I don't want to say Konosuba-esque story where it's pretty lighthearted. It's
Wait,
like, oh,
but there aren't like there aren't mini arcs, right? Is it relatively episodic? What's happening?
I don't know.
Are there mini arcs?
Mm, kinda, not really. No.
It's just like a couple of episodes like per each person that's like introduced into kind of the cast, right? But it's not
No,
like
it's
actual mini
basically
arc.
so basically there's the do I want to call it the main the overarching story is that there's the heroes party that wants to defeat the Demon King, and then there's Koji and his party who has like a different alternative because in that same cave he meets this girl named, what's her name? Is it Alice? It's always an Alice, isn't it? Why is it always Alice?
Almost
If
like
they
these
wanna
isekai writers are creatively bankrupt.
Not creative. Yeah, they're not very creative.
Yeah.
Is the
So
answer.
he meets this girl, this mysterious girl with a robe named Alice in the dungeon, and it's the first episode's pretty ass with the story. It's like reveals everything immediately. So Alice is like the son or the daughter of the Demon King, and she's trying to make money to help her father and whatnot. I don't know. The story's pretty like pretty really predictable. Basically, Alice is looking for helpers to help her father, the Demon King, and then she gets recruited by Koji, and then there's Rex who's like, "Oh, we must defeat the Demon King in order to save the world." And then Koji's like, "Oh, you don't know the way the world works," and you can immediately tell which way this story's gonna go. It's like it's super predictable. Well, like, because Koji's not exactly Koji doesn't have this ill will towards demons like all the rest of the country does, and so we're gonna go that way with the story. I don't know. It's super basic. Yeah. Well, that's about it for this series. It's like, oh, Koji's
Mhm.
gonna. So Koji and Alice are trying to, coexistence with humans, and then Rex is like, no, we're gonna kill all the demons, and it's like, yeah, all those revenge stories with like with the hero party and all that, kind of like that, pretty similar.
But like
Not
there
much
is that
more.
sort of backstory, but
Yeah.
what is the actual format of the series is like generally just like
Yeah,
aimless
it's
dungeon
Koji's
like
ragtag.
RPG.
It's Koji and his group of friends doing one thing, and then they meet up with Rex's the hero party's group doing another thing, and then they clash or they have to cooperate doing some stuff, and it's pretty much that.
Okay.
All
Okay,
on the
okay,
way
okay,
to
okay, okay.
encounter the Demon King and find out the truths of this world, as Koji hinted at in episode 1. That's pretty much the series.
Okay, so it's like a slowly evolving story. It's not just
Yeah,
like, oh, we're gonna kill out. Yeah, okay, okay, okay.
yeah. But the Demon King's not all that bad because his daughter is like this. She doesn't see humans as evil and she's kind-hearted. So there's someone pulling the strings behind whatever. The bigger
We
stories.
said okay, Isekai story is making me lose
Yeah,
brain cells.
it's pretty. Like I said, from that era, it's pretty basic. And it's like, oh, the humans are like, oh, we hate the demons because the demons, their horns produce miasma that calls monsters, so we must hate them unconditionally. And then Alice is like, "Oh, we didn't choose to be born this way, whatever." Then Koji's like, "It's okay. I have this mysterious bandage that can block the miasma from your horn, so now you can live amongst us." And Alice is like, "Wow, what a great solution. We should do this with all the demons, so we can live peacefully." And I'm like, "Wow, you solved that all in episode 1. Very cool." And that's about it. Yeah. What am I gonna go with?
Audio visuals.
So the studio's Brains Base.
Wow.
That's not bad,
Yeah, you
to be
like Brains
honest.
Base, don't you?
Do I?
Yeah. Didn't you like Bakano and Durarara?
Sure.
But that was also a while
How
back.
about something
Yeah,
called
that was kind of a long time ago. And
how
also
about
those.
something
Yeah,
called
yeah,
Defrag and Mawaru
Uh-huh.
Penguin Drum and
Wow.
Servamp?
that's
Those are
also a
also,
while back.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Quite
it's
a while
brain
back.
space.
I also wouldn't call Servamp good.
But what about what else was there? Oh, they what else? What Kyokai
Brains?
Arena? Yeah, Brain Space is a pretty good studio.
It's a decent studio, but yeah, it's not like
But Defrag's good.
True.
the recent. Oh, I reviewed their most recent one. I think they did what is it? Firefighter Daigo Rescue in Orange,
Hmm.
and that wasn't bad. It wasn't like wow, that was amazing visuals or something like that, but it was solid. I think.
So yeah, it's they're pretty solid studio. I don't have any real problems with like how it looks and all
Mhm.
that. Audio, I don't know, it's fine. What was I forgot who the opening was. Uh, the opening is Not a Hero by Nakuru Aitsuki. Get it? Get it? Not a hero because
Wow.
he's a Murabito. He's Villager A.
Very creative.
Yeah. And then the ending is HP by Yukimura. Get HP. I get okay. Yeah. Voice
Uh,
act. Let's go with the audio. The voice act. This is actually a pretty cool voice cast. Immediately off the bat, the narrator is Rin Tosaka. Near. It's kind of
Wow.
Ueda, and I'm like, wow, she's probably the best. She's probably the best voice actor in the series. But I was wrong. So the main character the heck? Kagami Koji is voiced by Satoshi Inomata. You know who that is? No, I don't know who this is. Some guy. Mm, I don't know any of this person's roles. No main roles other than Corey. No, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess this is basically his. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's the main voice. He's the main voice actor from the Warrior Princess and the Barbarian King. Did I cover that? I don't think I did, right? Did no one cover that?
no, no, no.
I
Oh,
don't think
damn.
so.
Because that story's pretty good.
I I feel like Dark. No, Dark
Dark
didn't cover that
No,
one.
I wanted to cover it, but I don't
I,
think I ever did.
oh, okay. I
So,
don't think anybody covered it. Yeah, I think somebody wanted to cover it, but we didn't. Yeah.
so yeah, and then Alice. Alice's VA is pretty good. I brought it up. It's Toyoma now.
Mhm.
No need to say anything more. What's her best role though, Spire?
But
Toyoma
I
now.
think you would probably say Congo. Probably.
I mean, yeah, I would, but what would you say?
Um, freaking. Why am I blanking? It's
Uh,
freaking
come on, you're almost there. Come on, come on.
it's Kimozak.
Ibaraki
Kimozak.
Who?
No.
Oh, Kineo Mosaic?
Yeah, Kid Mosaic.
Yeah, Kujo Karen. Good job.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have said Chitose from Niseko.
No.
Who?
Okay, man.
No
All right,
one
man.
knows. No one knows no one knows who Kineo Mosaic is. Also, hey man, at least
That's
Niseko
true.
ended up better than Rental Girlfriend. Yeah. Anyway.
That's a very
That's
low
a
bar.
very high bar.
That's a low bar. Oh my god. I can't believe like our like standards for comparison are becoming
Yeah,
what is
I
it
know,
like
right?
Nisekoi, Makine, like rental like what are we doing, man? Anyways,
Oh, yeah. So
but yeah, voice acting cast is overall.
the random level 50 priest, 16-year-old little girl, Tina Bills. Kind of name is Tina Bills. She's voiced by
Oh,
Koga
it is.
Aoi.
Hmm.
Koga Aoi. And then the main, I guess, do I want to call her the main heroine or whatever? But she's the sage of the hero's party, also the third princess, is
Mhm.
Iwami Manaka. That's
Yeah.
also a name I know. Spire, do you have a role?
Um, I, I like I I know she's a really good brand name, but keep forgetting
She's
who she voices.
she's I know her as Mahiro Shina from the Angel Nectar Spoils Me Rotten. That's a good series. Or
Mhm.
Love Live. Who's Christina? I don't know who Christina is.
Oh, she did do the recent Fruits Basket, right? Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
remember now. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then oh no, whatever. I already talked about.
Rice Shower.
Who's that?
Iwami Monica did Rice Shower.
Yeah, I know. Oh, why didn't you say that? But yeah, and then the hero is voiced by No Shimazaki Nobunaga. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Yes, I mean it's a very good casting to be honest. For that the sort of like
You know who
brash
that? Oh
almost kind
yeah,
of role.
oh yeah, Spire. Name his most famous role.
Shimazaki Nobunaga's most
Yeah,
famous role.
you have one. You have one chance.
I would probably put it at like Blaze Boo's is Blaze Boo
No,
and
wrong.
Naoto
You're
Kodaya,
completely
right?
wrong. That's the voice. Uh, shit. Yeah,
Oh,
what's his name?
Asakura Shin, I guess Sakamoto Days.
Yeah, what's his name? No, hell no. Fujimaru Ritsuka.
Ritsuka, yeah. Okay.
No, aka Itsuka Shido from Date Alive.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's like the most important role he's ever done. Good for him.
I don't know about that.
Oh, that's because you're wrong. And then like, oh,
Okay,
there's
he's done a lot of main character roles, so
and then like the other random hot magician they picked up is Lin. So I'm like, huh, these are some really good voice actors just like randomly in this series for some reason. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It's a very
if you
good
don't know who Lin
lineup.
is, oh, Spy, you know who Lin is?
Yes.
Name one role.
I don't remember.
That's right. She's Marzinski.
Oh, Marzensky, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's also Green Light River for some reason. I'm like, why? But I mean, I'll take it. You know who Green Light River is, right?
Um,
That's no,
no.
that's Hikaru Midorikawa. It's
Oh,
Midorikawa.
Midori Hikaru.
Yeah, Hikaru. Yeah,
Yes.
that's doesn't his name literally translate to Green Light River? I learned that from Fate Zero.
Yeah, green river or blue river, I guess. Whichever.
But yeah, so this voice cast is pretty packed for some reason. I don't know why. Is it because of brain space? It's probably because of brain space.
I mean, it sometimes happens, and also like so the way a lot of voice acting I don't want to say like careers, but like money flow works is that they can have very high highs and very low lows. So it's like if you catch them like and even if they have get like a good year where they're like super famous, like the year after they can just be like, oh, I have like no roles. So if you get a lot of bunch of these people where they're like not having as many roles on the side, right? And they don't necessarily have like all the sequels going on, you can catch them at like relatively cheaper prices, and that's probably they got probably a decent number of those. Like most of these casts are probably like kind of on that down, except for I want to say probably Kogawa and I'd probably say like Shimazaki
Toyama
Nobunaga,
now.
right? Those
What
two are a
Toyama
little bit more
now?
active. Toyama
No.
now has been doing some like sing stuff, but in terms of like anime stuff, she hasn't been doing that much recently, right? Like other than like a couple of supporting roles, right? She hasn't like really popped up. I don't know whether she's done like a lot of sequels recently, so that's what I would guess. Probably.
I will give a shout out to Fumi, as she's the main original character designer and artist. You know who Fumi is, Spire?
No.
She's she's the character designer of a certain Hololive member. Can you guess who?
I have no
That's right,
idea.
Jay. She's the artist of Tsunomaki Watanabe.
Wow.
So
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, so special shout out to her. What for Watambe? What else can I say about the series? So overall, the series is really boring. It is super
Nice.
generic. It is super generic in its ways. Um, most of the characters are.
Even Mal, the Mal people were like pretty harsh on it, and there's like, at least like usually like one review that's like this is okay to watch, but like all the reviews on Mal right now are just negative.
It's the thing is, this was made back in the day where I guess it would be. Is it common? Uh, I guess
It's
this.
just fan fiction. It's just
The
fan fiction, yeah.
I would say this would be the forefront of the I'm max level blah 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 kind of series, and
Mm.
I'm not a hero, but I'm actually this class, and I'm stronger than the hero because I'm level 999. And do you know how? And it's like, oh, I broke through the level limits because I have this one thing that everyone else doesn't have. And can you guess what that is? It's really dumb.
What is it?
Pull powers.
No, it's the way he broke his level. They explain it. It's because he doesn't fear death, and I'm like, oh, okay.
So pull
That's just how
powers.
it is. He's just too cool.
I,
He's too
so
cool to die.
he broke through his limiter of fearing death and going past level 10. Now he's level 999, and I'm like, oh,
It's
okay,
just that he went Rock Lee, bro. That's just how it
yeah,
works.
I guess. But yeah, it's pretty super boring and generic. It's from 2015 on Shousetsu, so it's a dime a dozen kind of series. Um, there's not much going on to it. So far there's no real like, oh, this is the plot twist. It's a very predictable type of plot. The main character himself is not that interesting, I guess. He's his only random quirk is like, oh, I'm level 999 and and I'm trying to save up for for something and money. And I have a ragtag group of people that are also my friends we're because I'm strong and they look up to that strength. I like the quirkiest character, the quirkiest person in his party is someone named is Bilda, and he's what's the word? What's the word for this? Uh, what's the okay? Is it Okama? Or do I want to say Okama? Kinda. Yeah, he's kind of an Okama type character where he dresses as
Oh,
a
okay.
girl, or so I was like, that's fine,
Okay.
that's cool.
Monet kind of character, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's cool. No problems with that. But that's about it. And then the his ragtag group of his ragtag party clashes with the hero's idealistic and pretty stubborn ways like, oh, I'm going to defeat the demon king, and all the demons are evil. And then even the princess is like, the princess sage is like, oh, don't you want to save the world and do good, you know and like help out people. And then the main character rebuts all of their ideals, their idealistic thoughts with like, oh, you don't know how this world works, and I just want riches and I'll help people as much as I can, but I'm not idealistic like that. So I guess there's the clash of idealism versus, is it pragmatism? Is that the word I want to use?
I mean,
I guess.
Idealism.
I mean, it's probably the closest
it
thing.
sounds more like self-interest, to be
I
honest.
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Selfishness, or like, I'm not so naive as to want to, like, see everything as good or evil. There's also some gray in
It's like
between,
the
that kind of thing.
usual kind of spiel about
Yeah,
gray morality, blah
Yeah.
blah, yeah.
yeah. Like I said, very predictable, and like I guess that's supposed to be the main argument that the main character has, because he doesn't see all demons as evil, so he's not gonna go he's not gonna go defeat the Demon King just to try and take over the world like that kind of thing. So, like I said,
Mhm.
pretty very very predictable. You can see coming a mile away. It doesn't like have any super interesting arguments like that. and like no real plot twist that I can see coming. That's makes me think, oh, I can't believe they did it that way. So, yeah, yeah, I mean, the series is okay. It's not the
Mm.
best, but
Wait,
what
it's
is about
okay.
it?
Wait, so
It's
so
okay.
is it
It's
okay
not.
or is it just
mm,
boring?
It's okay. It's worse. At least with level 9, no, was it level 9,999 gacha? At least it's kind of more interesting because the main character's on a revenge quest the all the heroes of the other races that wronged him, and he gets his revenge. And there's more quirky and interesting characters in that series, maybe. Even though he has like assful powers, like, oh, my power is infinite gacha, and I can pull all of this. I'm like, okay. So I guess that if you like flashy fights and weird powers, at least level 9,999 Gacha has this. Murabito doesn't have any real powers of his own because he just punches and kicks because he doesn't have any real cool skills like all the other classes do. And
Mhm.
I would also say it's worse than I mentioned level 2 Isekai because this is almost because we gotta go to the level Isekais. At least this one. Well, I mentioned this before, but at least level 2 has Kugumi Rie as the main character's wife. So like, aha, that's funny, that's quirky. And this guy's like has his own way of doing things. The stories are similar, but like I said, it's a toss up between do you want Kugumi Rie or you want Toyama now, who's a little girl who's not grown up yet. Yeah.
Okay,
So
what rating would you give it?
I'm gonna give it. Eh, I'm gonna give it a 7. It's average, nothing special.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Mal gives it a 6.38. So is that good or bad?
That's pretty rough.
That's
That's pretty.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
as
good.
expected. That's why I'm giving it a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you
So
very
I
much,
mean, would
Toad.
I recommend watching this? Not really. This is one of the lower tier isekais of this season. So if you
Okay.
really want to watch like the bread and butter beginnings of shosetsu series of light novels, I guess you could watch this, but I wouldn't recommend it. There are better ones this season.
All right. Okay.
Toyama
Thank
now
you very
does
much,
as a
Toast.
good Alice though, because I haven't heard her in a while. She's good.
Okay.
No complaints from me.
Anyways, thank you very much, Toast. And I think again, very unfortunate that it turned out to be a slop like this, but it is what it is. It's most of Shosuka Ninaro,
Why did I
Shosuka
mean,
Ninaro.
I will say I picked this one on like the last second because I wanted to do funny babies of bread, but it's too short. So
Yeah.
that's a shame. Babies of bread is better than this series, by the way.
Very, very high bar indeed. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately most Naroke isekai power fantasy kind of stuff like this is along this line. It's just slop. It's not very good. But yeah, it that was level 999 villager level what is it?
Murabito.
Freaking yeah, the villager level 999 villager aka 레벨이 999의 Murabito. So yeah, unfortunate.